Hello folks, I hope you all are fine. Well, I'm fine too. And as always, we are going to continue with our science biology series of chapter 1, the living world. So, we last time talked about how you can store plants and animals, and we've already talked about plants a little bit. And then in our last lecture, we talked about museum where you can store animals too, but what kind of animal? Dead animal, right? Right now, what I'm writing here is called as zoological parks. And you may have heard this word a lot of time, and of course, at least once. I think you may have been there because you call it as a zoo. Remember, let's go to zoo. Okay, so what is that basically? So here also you're kind of like storing or putting all animal there, but on what condition? So in museum the animals were dead, right? You were preserving them and by stuffing or by putting them into the preservative. But here in a zoological park, you've been there, right? You know that the animals are very much alive. Okay, so you are basically putting all the wild animals, okay, in a one kind of an area and like protecting environment. Okay, just kept there, giving all the needs they have. So this is basically a zoological park, very easy topic. Okay, what would be the proper definition of a place where wild animals are kept in protected environments? Why wild animals? Of course, the animals which are domestic, you can pet them, right? Like dog, cat. So it is not that much necessary to put them to a zoological park. What you can't keep at home are these wild animals, right? So what they are doing, they are just like taking all the most of the wild animals, whatever they can have, okay, and they are putting them in a very protected environment, okay, and that would be under human care. Okay, what kind of human care would be there? So they try to learn about their food habitats, like food habits and behavior. So whoever is in charge of that particular animal, for example, see here you can see this is a giraffe, right? And this is how zoological park works. In case if you haven't ever be there, it's okay. So this is how they're kept in particular area, okay, and there would be some sort of distance between you two people, and you just by see the human can see them, right? Here also, okay, these are the okay, and this here are you, okay. So this is how it goes. Like, of course, hippo is kind of a much wilder than this giraffe. Giraffes were quite vegetarian, so it doesn't harms you that much. So the protection between you and them are much lesser. But here you can see the protection is much higher. So it depends on particular wild animal what you're seeing. Of course, there are tigers and lions too. I mean, you cannot see lions like this, right? You have to put them in this kind of nets. So it depends on what kind of animal they have. Okay, so under human care, what kind of human care you have to, if you are in charge of this particular thing, you have to know about all their food habits. Okay, because of course each animal is going to have a different food habits, right? Just as I mentioned right now, these people are vegetarian, okay, the giraffes, but the lions and the tigers are not vegetarian, right? So you have to put them then kind of food. Other than that, what a kind of behavior they have, each and every animal is going to have a different behavior. Some are quite lovable like panda and elephant, okay, and some are quite aggressive like lion and tigers. So of course these are the things which humans have to care about for them and try to give them as far as possible the best condition, okay, which they'll feel in the natural habitat. Okay, so how you are taking care? You are taking care by all learning all the food habitats or their behavior and giving them the environment, just like their natural habitat. Okay, so though it is not as similar as natural habitat, but we try to do that much. Okay, so see, all the things keeping aside, of course, childrens love to go there. We call it in a normal way, we call it in a zoo. Some things which we now know is that, of course, it is under human care, but not all humans are caring. So we have heard about a lot that they are doing some illegal works, like, we know much of them, like elephants' teeth. They are selling elephants' teeth by killing them, and some more things. Okay, so the concept of zoological park, of course, it is still there, but is getting much lesser, and people are going much kind of shifting to national parks, where what happens is that you have to be kept in a this kind of net kind of a bus, and this would be a particular area, okay, where the animals are going to be free. Okay, you do not have to put them into particular cage or something. You will be in a cage bus, okay, and then you can observe them. And this is how wild animals should be kept. They are wild animals. They are tend to be in a wild and normal natural environment. You can can you see? Is it happy? Look at this hippo. Do it look like happy? No. Okay, no one is going to be happy in this particular situation for all alone. So this concept of zoological park is now kind of shifting to the parks, the normal wild parks, where you have to be in a cage for some time, obviously, and then they'll be free and you can observe them. Okay, so yes, this was all about zoological parks. Let's just take a quick review of what we have learned till now. So first of all, we've talked about plants, right? In that we've started with the herbarium, where you stored dead plants, right? And then botanical gardens were there, where you are going to store the living plants, okay, and writing all the information like scientific names and the real name and just like that. Then we came to museum, okay, where you can store all the dead animals, okay, by just stuffing and putting them into a preservative, as I already mentioned, or just putting the skeleton, just like dinosaurs here. Okay, you can actually make a museum of plants too. Okay, so basically plants are in three of them, four. Okay, one was dead plant, which was in a herbarium, then botanical gardens plant. Herbarium and botanicals, only plant. Museum, animals, and plant. Okay, so after that, then there are zoological parks. We have just talked about them, where you can keep all the living animals, okay, wild living animals, and in a very under condition of a human care, where they tend to know all the behavior and habitat and try to give them the natural environment. So yes, this was all about how you can store different kind of animals and why you have to store them. Like, what could be the need? Yes, you have to have this answer just to get the information, okay, all the information which is going to help us into the future. Okay, so this is all about the storing purpose. We are going to go ahead with in the next topic is a very important topic, which is called as key, and then it would be the end of our chapter. Happy. Okay, so till then, bye bye.